Non-cognitive skills, or soft skills, have been studied extensively over the past couple of decades. Researchers have primarily tried to determine whether or not these soft skills impact someone's success, and for the most part, they do, but only when you're older. Back in 1962, researcher David Weikart and his colleagues operated a program for disadvantaged African Americans who were at risk of failing school. They sampled 123 low-income African American children and randomly selected half of them to be in the program, where they received a high-quality preschool education. While it made no difference when they were young, as they grew older, you began to see a difference between the program group and the control group. This graph shows the major findings of the high-scope Perry preschool study at 40. And here's a video of economist James J. Heckman further explaining the topic.
We now have very hard evidence that you have to have soft skills in order to succeed. The dimension of success in American life has been the test score, the IQ test score in particular, but also an achievement test score like the SAT. If you get a high SAT, then you get to Harvard. If you get a low SAT, forget it. Should that be the main measure of a person? No. It's important, but there are other skills that are just as important. These are the non-cognitive skills, sometimes called soft skills, that have to do with sociability, the ability to communicate, to get along with others, the ability to have self-control. You've probably heard about the famous test of Walter Mischel, the marshmallow test. He gave these little kids marshmallows and said, here's a marshmallow, you can have it. Now, if you're willing to wait, say 20 minutes, you will get a second marshmallow, but you have to wait to eat the first marshmallow to get the second marshmallow. So some of the kids couldn't wait, they ate the marshmallow, others waited. 20 years later, Mischel follows them up. The ones who waited for the marshmallow, what happened to them? Higher test scores, they graduate high school, they go on to college, they're successful in a number of dimensions. So these traits of self-control, deferred gratification to be the term, those turn out to be predictive. Now we've understood that these soft skills actually have hard effects, that they're as important, and in some areas more important for success than just straight IQ. Sounds very touchy-feely, very soft, but it isn't. And that's the part. We have a growing body of evidence that shows that these factors matter, they predict, and the wonderful news is they can be improved. Soft skills are very important because they actually lay the foundations for then later learning.